Hello, guys. How's it going? What you been doing today? I have been done painting, and then my niece was here, Chloe, and we hung out for about an hour. And then I started to done paint again, then I realized what time it was. So, and then I'm still late, like 2 minutes late to my live. Sorry about that. So, how you guys doing? Are you ready for some fun? I am. I had been preparing for today all week. I'm excited for who our guest is. Miss Crashley and Curran from Crashley. Lord knows they're gonna last. So I hope you um got some clinic to watch your eyes. You're gonna last. Genetic and yourself gonna last so hard. Crashley. She's always up to something. And then poor Curlin, like he gets thrown under the bus by all of this. So I don't know what to say. But let's see who's here. Let's see. I'm a little battered right now. I'm late. I'm not used to being late, so feel like I don't know what to say. All right. Lee takes the trash and recycles out, puts out a variety of tender foods and snacks, soft drinks, and various waters on the table. Took some Oreo cookies and milk with black, dark, and milk chocolate fountain, pretzels, marshmallows, and fruit. Welcome to Diamond Painting the NND Teeny. You have to self come on in, grab a snack, and hit the like button on the way to your seat. Thank you, Lee, for that. I cannot do this without Oreos and milk. I know that's not a good habit to have, but hey, we all have our vices, and that's mine. Hey, Nut Nut, how are you? Mr. Lee, how's it going? And Miss Eve, how are you today? And Stitching the Diamond, I think I know that name. I think it might be Rich, if I'm not mistaken. How are you, Mr. Rich? Crashley is here. Who's ready to hear about all my deep secret? I am. I think. I don't know. She's kind of scary, Dad. Lord knows what she's going to tell us. But I can't wait because we're going to crash. Always into something. Lifty Lit, hello, Miss Kristen. How are you? Thank you for coming. Hello, you guys here. Hi, Christopher. Thank you for coming. Are you gonna decide? I ask you that every time, and I never know what you're gonna do. Nick Nin, hi, Nick Nin. How are you today? Thank you for coming. And let's see, Leland. Hi, Lily. How are you today? And Nat, how are you, Nat? Thank you, guys, for coming. Cindy. Hello, Miss Cindy. I haven't talked to you in a couple of days. And we've got Jen, aka Cat. Hello, how are you today? Hey, Cat Bill. Jen in, aka Cat Bill. I like that name. I do. And let's see. Who else do we have? Kathy. Hi, Kathy. How are you feeling today? What you been up to? And I think that Melanie Downers involved. I think I know her. Maybe I do. Hi, Melanie. How you doing? I didn't get to talk to you for about 2 seconds today. Sorry about that. Hi, Richard. Thank you for coming. Let's see. We got Michelle. Hi, Michelle. How are you? Thank you for coming. Let's see. And Jeanette. Hi, Jeanette. How are you? I haven't talked to you since our interview. I'm sorry about that. I know. I didn't mean until I swear. I got a whole list of people to call. Doretta's still waiting on my call. She's gonna get it. She is. She's gonna get it. But as I said today, we have a couple things going on here. I am doing my 500 member giveaway today. I am. I'd announced that I was going to be doing it. I just didn't know when. Well, today that. I asked Crashley if she would mind if I did it today, and she said she didn't mind at all. So I'm going to give away 3 prizes. So 2 are for the 500 member giveaway. I picked out 2 special prizes for that. Hello, Glitter Angel and Sarah Ann. Thank you for coming. I'm going to give away 2 prizes for the 500 member giveaway. And then I do have an extra little prize that I'm going to give away just because I love you guys. So, but before I do that, how about we bring on our guest for the evening? Are you ready, Mr. Miss Crash and Mr. Herman? Are you ready? Can you get thumbs up? Okay. Here we are.
We were working on our entry pose and we just didn't plan it very well.
I know that I was like, what are you doing?
We never
So
know.
how are you all?
We are great.
How about yourself?
I am battered. I'm good. I'm late, so I feel like I'm scrambling to keep up here. So I'm good. I'm doing good today. I am. It's a good day.
I'll tell you how I'm doing, Tammy. It's like 100 degrees in here right now, it feels like to me, because we've been doing tumblers. And Crashley's here drinking hot coffee. Why?
Why are you drinking hot coffee if it's 100 degrees?
I wasn't prepared for an answer. It's yummy. I need energy. And he drains my energy every time he opens his mouth. It goes blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I have got to keep up with this guy.
I gotta disagree on the energy. You absolutely don't need coffee to have energy. Just say it.
What do you mean?
No, you do not.
Mom?
I heard it did dang, and I'm like, what the heck going on here?
Mom, you okay? You better go check on her, Tammy. Mom!
She said she's leaving, so I typed it out. She's okay.
Oh, all right. Well,
so, I have a 500 member giveaway I'm going to do, if you all don't mind, before we get started.
I don't mind. Do you mind?
I don't mind.
It takes a few minutes, and the reason I wanted to do it today is you're my guest, and it just so happened that I had 2 prizes for the giveaway. One is a $25 Crashley gift card, and the other is a $25 Enabler Outpost gift card.
Nice.
So,
I'm ready to type in the keyword.
I am going to, let's see. I'm going to let you, hold on. I can't.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
And I have one more thing I'm going to give away. After that, I needed this. My mom's going to hold it up. Where'd she go?
Hey, Mom!
Hey, everybody!
What are you doing? I miss you so much. So me and her would call each other from our balconies and be like, "Oh, Mom."
Yeah, I know.
Look on your hair.
I didn't know that. She didn't tell me that.
Because we were talking about you, Tammy. We were like gossiping about you.
See the picture?
Whatever, Crash. This is the Haunted Mansion to Night Market. This is the new Halloween done painting one of them. They had several. And I thought I'd do that away today. Just because I love you, Dad. Thank you, Mom. Mom,
Bye, Mom.
Bye.
Dollar. So, I'm going to do that separately. First, I'm going to do the 2 gift cards. Hit the armrest here. All right. So, let's see. I'm rusty.
Oh, she's back. Hey, girl. Hey.
She died. Yep, she died. All right. Now, Crashley, Carolyn, give me a word. Any word.
This is hard. There's so many words to choose.
Spot.
No, that's stupid. Not spot. How about spicy?
Spicy?
Spicy.
Okay, I don't know why we're doing that, but here we go. All right, guys, let me share the screen here.
I'm eating a beef stick that's slightly spicy.
Okay, spicy it is.
Spicy.
Everybody needs to type in the word. Can you not see that?
Totally.
Hold on.
Hashtag spicy.
You see that? Okay. All right. Let me hit start.
Let Richard retype it with hashtag on it.
Yep. Retype it with hashtag. There you go. I did digitize a little bit. I'm going to in twice, Crashley. If you can be my secretary and write down whose name comes up first and second, I would love that.
Okay. I got your back.
Thank you. Because I'm so prepared, I forgot to get 10 in paper, That's just
I got you.
a surprise. So, I didn't want to wait. I had all of these events going on, and I didn't want to wait until December. That's when I don't have anything going on. And so I thought, I'm not going to wait till December to do my giveaway. So I thought, I either do it today or I can do a salsa sauce, which I don't mind doing that. But then you're here, and I thought, what's a better way to do it than give a gift card away to your shop when you're here?
I think that's very spicy.
But that I was reading what Rick said. I think there's a queen to help Tati beat it.
Yeah, it's coffee.
Coffee
Mm.
and then what thing?
Hot coffee.
With cream.
I like coffee with cream. So that just sounds disgusting for some reason. Trying to survive it's a medical advice.
From a banker's medical advice. Let's hear it.
Okay. Hey, you know what? Actually, I've been talking to him about food, and he's actually pretty intelligent. To be a banker about food.
Seem like he is. He uses big words so people don't question him.
He does use big words. I do agree. Hot coffee with cream, the
I know.
name.
Was it him? I think it was Rich that sent
I
it.
think it was.
So Kerwin got a present in the mail.
Ooh, do tell.
It's a magnet.
Show them what it says.
Wait.
My other car is a stripper pole.
Now, see, I think there's evidence in the chat on who it might have come from.
I think it was Rich.
That sounded exactly like Rich.
At first, I thought it was you, Tammy, because you're the one who pays attention to what's said in our lives, your Secret Santa gifts.
That is true. I do.
There was a stream where I used him as a stripper pole to dance on.
Oh, my Lord.
I did do
But
that.
you didn't tell that story earlier. You did dance last video. Yes, you did. I remember. She did. Yep,
I did
did.
that.
Did.
So it was Rich. He's not denying. Oh yeah, Melanie and I assign certain words a monetary value depending on their depth and uncommon use, along with how long the word is. Like, you know, I'm not good at explaining this. I can't think of words to describe what I'm talking. You know, based on the words you use, it has a monetary value on how complicated the word is. And Melanie is the queen of using complicated words. Say something complicated, Melanie. Describe my eyes.
Melanie confuses me.
Yeah,
She really does.
she's a
It
smart.
freaked me out. Last night she sent a picture of the spider that babies on it, and I had nightmares. Thank you, Neil, over that spider. Thank you. I had to delete it from the chat because I couldn't. It was. I couldn't. It was driving me. It was awful. It had 10,000 eyes, and they were just staring at me. And those look like a snarly thing. All right, guys, let's see. I hated that movie. I didn't even see that movie, and I hated it. Let's see. 17 entries and there's 29 people. And then the Gigi died a couple more minutes, and then we'll get it in because Crashley had some stories to tell. I know she does.
Kind of stories
Hi,
you want
Helen. Thank you for coming. I'm doing another 500 giveaway, so if you hear hashtag Bossy, you'll be entered into a giveaway for a Crafty or an Enable Outpost gift card, and you're not late. You're never late. So we'll give Helen time to enter in her words like nimble to treat about her command.
Huh?
I can't talk to Neil. She's too complicated to me.
Let's look at Rich. A plethora of suspects here, yet I am accused.
Not really.
I'll give you a
I
plethora.
can't lie. Helen, do you want to enter for the giveaway? If you do, just hit there. There you go.
Give it away, give it away, give it away now.
Sing, Crash. Sing me a song.
Give it away, give it away. I don't even know who that song's by. RHCP, Red Hot Chili Peppers, right?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see how many we have here. We got 19 and 29 here. That's 10 more that I did you on another minute, and then I'm going to spin.
Ooh, ooh.
Yes, I am. How's your day been, Dad?
It has been
Amazing.
It's been a heck of 2 days. That's the story we have to tell you.
Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to spin. I can't wait to hear that story, by the way.
Yeah.
What I do? Hold on.
You
I'm done.
You got this. It's okay. No pressure.
Be nice.
I'm done.
I feel like
All right. Are you guys ready?
You're born ready. I don't think this is the right thing, Tammy.
She's spinning to see what they're going to land.
Oh, smarty pants. Okay, I'm ready. Shut up.
I know. I'm not. You're right. You're right. You ready? No. I shared the wrong group. Why did I stop sharing it? I'm rusty. Man, I'm rusty.
Somebody get Tammy some WD-40. She's rusty. Wait, that's not the right thing.
I'm so rusty. All right. Now, you see it?
I see it.
Crashley's being spicy today.
Yes, I am.
Guys. All right, guys. You ready?
Totally.
1, 2. Crash, write down the names. I'm
Yes,
going to spin twice.
Okay.
And the first one is...
Oh, did you see that?
You almost won your own gift card.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
That's crazy.
Okay.
So Min, do you have a real name, or like is that your real name? I'm gonna
Yes,
put Min.
I will. Oh, That's what I didn't do. I'll add that here. I'm going to put my email across the screen. I need you to email me with your YouTube name and your real name and your address, please. Okay, I'm going to draw it in. And the winner is Jen M. All right, congratulations.
Woo!
I need you to, once again, email me with your username and your real name and your address. Now, I'm going to turn the screen. Let's see who and what. Alright, who is the first winner? Nan? Alright, Nan, this is what you get. Can you not see that? The
Yeah.
screen? The wheel? Alright. You win. And I do believe you win a Crashley gift card.
Woo, woo.
There you go. Yay! And that means that Jenny, you win the Enabler Outpost gift card. Look in just to the head of it.
What's it going to land on?
I hope it lands on Enabler Outpost.
You never know in this world.
I know you don't. Oh no. Let's see.
Whew, that was
Yay!
Oh my God.
Yay! All right, guys.
I was on
I
my
need
edge.
you to email me. Let me put my email here.
Say that. You said that.
Across the banner here. Look at that. I did it all the time. No, banners. Right here. Where's my email? There. Is that it? That it? That's it.
There you go.
That it? Okay.
You're good. Yep,
I'm
you got it.
so sorry. Okay, we're going to do one more. Right here. Let me pull it up.
You have a diamond.
This is for the, let's do hashtag, give me a word, a scary word.
Stick.
Spooky.
Spooky?
Spooky.
Spooky.
Okay. This it is.
I said stick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What
This
does stick have to do with Halloween?
I ate a beef stick.
okay. Yes. Is it okay?
Oh, what the-
Hashtag spooky.
You guys me on the edge of my sheets.
I
I
will tell you a better view of. I'm so all over the place today. I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. You're good. You're golden.
be nice.
Right there. There it is, Dad. That's the wrong picture. How did I do that? Oh, this did not like the phone. There's the rendering there.
Ooh, that's beautiful.
Spooky.
Spooky.
It's got like three blow drills. It's nice. It is a flare. So it's not really something I think that I would do. But hey, you never know. Let me turn the Man, I'm rusty.
I broke your chat, Tammy. They're talking about spooky sticks, beef sticks, or something. Look, we went to Sam's Club and got this giant box of beef sticks. There's only that many left, though.
Yeah, Nora has ransacked
yeah.
it.
She keeps
I'm
coming.
I'm catching up on the chat now. You did like it, Jeanette? Good. So I didn't know, Dad. I'm sorry. I haven't been feeling well. And in all honesty, I probably shouldn't have done this today. I did. Did you win? No, you didn't. How do you not know if you win?
Ugh. Tammy, it's okay. I can entertain for you. Don't worry.
Please do.
My shirt is removable too.
Let's see. Hey, don't hit me now. I'll tell you.
Stop! I'm showing them my guns.
Then I looked in. If they did one, I don't know.
Melanie, why are you so impatient?
19 entries, 31 people here. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
I'm ready to talk to Miss Crash and Curlin. And then did you 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shut up, Curlin.
That wasn't me. That wasn't me.
It was.
Oh, sorry.
You got in trouble.
I'm gonna buy a new car.
Oh my goodness, Eleanor Valentine.
Yeah,
Congratulations. All right. Well, you know the drill, Mr. Lee. I'm not going to tell you everything. You know what to do. Congratulations. When I thought that, I really liked it because I had the haunted castle and I had the haunted house, and I did the haunted house last year, the drill. So then I thought, I just got a haunted mansion, and I made it a square.
Oh.
And it made me mad. So
you can't do squares?
I can do squares. I love squares. It's just that I can't do a very large, but that's not large. That's small. That's a 40.
Is it because your hands hurt you?
Yeah. I started having hand pains. And so I had to taste myself. And shut up, Bill. That's not true. So unless I love the artwork, I won't do the square. And I like it, I don't love it. Now, let me tell you my luck. Yesterday, DAC had to trick the 1.5 point thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't want into the tiny keyboard. And so my mom bought that for me.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you know? I waked up this morning and dark Lilith came back and saw. I was about to cry. I was so mad. But anyway, that's not something like yours. Okay, there is no way to diamond tie unless it's round. Alright, you and Neil, I'm putting you both in timeout if you talk about my round one more time. Alright, so, Miss Crash and Curlin, let's talk to you. Now you're in the hot seat.
Okay. Well, if you want us to tell you about our last 2 days, it has probably been the most unlucky, unfortunate event after another. Probably, like, have you ever seen that show, Series of Unfortunate Events? You know what I'm talking about?
Yes. Yeah.
That was our last 2 days. So it all started. You know, well, shut up. So you guys know the spot right there. You see that little oven thing there? You know?
I do.
So we use our convection ovens for multiple things. Like I make my pen blanks in it, and of course we cook our tumblers and all sorts of stuff in it. So we went yesterday. I had a bunch of pen blanks just ready to bake, and the oven would not turn. Like it turned on, but I couldn't press anything. It broke. Okay, and like this is super annoying because I have raw clay here ready to bake, and so then Kerwin's like, you know what? I'll just go buy another oven, right? And if you see back here right behind me, this way, see those 2 boxes? They're giant boxes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he goes to Target and buys another convection oven because we needed another oven. He brings it back, puts it in the spot, and it turns my pens brown. Where's my pens? Hold on. Let me just show you what I mean. So when I make pen blanks, they should be this color.
Okay.
After I used this new oven, they were this color.
Why?
Because that oven's broke. He bought a broken oven. So then we were like, well, we were like, why isn't this oven breaking? We tried to make tumblers in it. It burnt the tumblers.
Burnt.
Oh my. I think we went through 4 tumblers for no reason. Like,
5.
Here's a mica tumbler, right? This is supposed to be black. I don't think it really picks it up. But you see that little hint of crispy? You could see it a little bit. But fried them. And so then, oh, there we go.
That's supposed to be black, but you see how it's brown?
Yeah, it don't look black.
Yeah, it burnt it.
Fried it. My God. And so then we went to Walmart at like right before they closed.
There was so much more that happened throughout that,
Okay.
right?
Cute, you tell them.
We got up, we came out here, we started working. I sat down and I started printing so I could do cuts, and she was working on pen blanks. I get maybe, I don't know, 10, 15 designs sent to the printer, and the printer starts beeping at me. It's out of toner. Well, I go to replace the toner, and when they sent me the last toner replacements, one of them was empty. So I had to call to order new toner and to get new toner, but I wouldn't get it till tomorrow. But they did have one at where we get the printer from. Their offices in Jeff City
which is 30 minutes away from us. We live in the middle of nowhere. So here's one trip to Jeff City.
Yeah, had an extra one. So they were like, just drive there, pick it up, and then I could have it. So drove there, picked it up, came back. I put the toner in, started printing. Everything was fine. And I hear behind me someone frustrating, pushing the button numerous times, and I just keep hearing beep, beep.
I'm just turning it off and on.
What's going on? And I'm like, what? The oven's broke. Looks like I'm going back to Jeff.
Another 30-minute trip to Jeff.
So I go back to Jeff. And in the time of me trying to get, I picked up the phone and I called the company that the oven was supposed to be under warranty to and talked to them. So at this point, it's like 2 p.m, still have no orders done. And I'm on the phone trying to communicate with the company that made the dang oven on the warranty, arguing with them about the warranties. They're saying the warranty isn't active. And I'm like, I only bought it 3 months ago. It is. And it's just like, whatever, we'll go buy a new one. So I go back to Jeff, buy a new one, come back. By this point, it's close to 8 o'clock at night. We put it in, we put the pens in. I'm continuing to print, getting everything ready so I can start cutting orders. Lo and behold, I smell something. I turn around, I look in the oven, the pens are brown. I pull them out, and I'm like, okay, well, maybe it's because they partially baked in the other one that broke.
And clay should not burn. If you've never done clay, if it's at the right temperature, which is 275 or 225, I don't remember, I'm not looking at it, but it should never burn. That's why you can rebake baked clay. It shouldn't burn ever, like as long as it's at the right temp, which it was set at. And then, it just fried them all. Did you try it at a lower temp? No, we skipped that step.
Well, we tried the tumblers at a lower temp, right? So we put the tumblers in there. We're thinking, okay, maybe it was just the clay, something, a fluke, who knows? So we put the tumbler in, and we're trying to get ahead on things. So we put 2 tumblers in, and we're making the 2 tumblers. I pull them out, and they're fried. Like the paper was crispy brown around it when I pulled them out. So I'm like, okay, lowered the temp. Put in 2 more tumblers. Waited the 6 minutes or so. And pulled them out. Same thing. And I lowered the temp. Like, normally we do 375. point, it's 10 o'clock. And it's like, so do we just call it a night, go to bed, wake up in the morning and try again, or what? We made the decision we're going to go get an oven thermometer. Had one, couldn't find it, was looking for that all day yesterday too. So left here, got to Walmart. So I'm like, and it's like, we're closing.
Are we freezing?
Like,
So
and I'm watching them during your though.
So I able to get the oven thermometer. We come back home. It's about 11:45, close to midnight, and I'm like, put the oven thermometer in. I set it to 300 because I'm like, see if it goes to 300. Turn it on. Temperature goes up. When it hits about 300, it tells me that it's preheated, good to go. Just go ahead and go, okay. Didn't put anything else in there, and let it go. And I'm watching it, and the thermometer's just got up to about 450, 475.
Nobody can hear what we're saying.
Wait, hold on. Really? I know. Hold on.
I'm watching it.
I have to pull that here and you are frozen. Is it your connection, maybe?
I hear you fine. We look fine to me. It's like the stream itself on.
We're in StreamYard.
Looking on the YouTube. Mine, we're moving. We're doing stuff.
Should I redo a new? Should I set up a new live? Do you think?
No, it's getting better, Tammy. It's just, I think it's just YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, now we're moving. But long story short, it was a horrible day. Okay, we settled on we had to go buy a third oven. Okay. And now we're kicking out tumblers. You can see on the table behind us. Like we're kicking out tumblers now.
We're kicking them out now.
But it
You
was,
know the one I'm waiting on?
which one?
Courtney Tumbler. Courtney. That's in that order.
Is it this one?
Hold on. That's not me.
Clear for us. Like I'm watching it on, but here I'm perfect.
I'm going to do something.
See, this is what it looks like on YouTube.
Let's see if there's
That's
another
because,
file out there.
You know what, Tammy? I really wanted a Tammy level interview with you, which we may have to redo this someday because I want to put it on my website, like how you interviewed all those other companies, like a real interview, because I want to use it on our website. And this one's just not going, not because
But
you
it's
did
not
anything,
It's YouTube itself.
but we
Who
may
knows?
have to reschedule one to record.
I was going to get there. I had all kinds of questions to ask, and I'm very irritated right now. Not at you.
No, I understand.
Do you want to
No.
try to do it again in like an hour or so? I don't know what you want to do. Whatever you want to do, we're game for.
I don't know.
Chat, if you can hear us.
Do you think that maybe? All right. Do you have your phone, Carolyn?
I do have my phone. Let me do something real quick. I'm gonna close out of
See
YouTube.
if somebody else is live on YouTube. See what's going on.
Oh, she says see
What,
if
30? 30 had something. What, 30? Tell me. Come on.
I just see you live.
On my phone, I can see you. It's breaking up, but here it's not. So
I don't see anybody
something
else
with
live on YouTube.
StreamYard or YouTube.
See, it'd be weird if it was StreamYard though, because it's perfect.
Oh, it wouldn't be StreamYard. It'd be YouTube because that's where it's breaking up.
I don't
Carolyn
think
said she left and came back, and now it's okay.
well, let me try to reopen it.
That's left and let's see.
Oh, well, maybe
Yeah,
it is
mine's working now on my phone. I closed out of it, went back in.
It's coming through better now. Well, look at that.
Is
Are
it?
we-
It may just be. It could have just been a YouTube connection at that point.
It's still fun being here. Well, good.
Good.
Because I'm not told to end this stream and starting another one back up because Berta cut me off one time and I had to do that. And
Yeah,
I
you're
cut on me twice, so I told on myself too.
Your
I
stream is
told
fine.
2 times. Are you
Your
sure?
stream is fine. Yeah, your stream is fine, Timmy. We're seeing each other. We're talking just fine. It was just YouTube itself that was having the issue. But it looks like we closed out because I closed out, went back, and it's working fine. You did the same thing on yours, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks good.
Okay, so did anybody do that? Did you all close out and that's it?
Maybe Berta is the counteracting our bad luck. It's us, Tammy. I'm telling you, we are the walking cursed people right now.
Okay, well, Cindy, everybody said it helped that now Sarah ended. Let's talk through a little bit and see what's going on. So you have to reset your routine.
Your hair looks crazy. Nora came to get more beef sticks. Hold on.
Hi, Nora. What, Bertie? Something
Looks
else?
like it's working fine now.
Okay,
Did you take a beef stick too?
No.
okay. The whole thing started when Berta joined. Just saying. I did not say that. Rick said that. Okay.
You want to bite a beef stick? Oh, she left.
Okay. So, did you get a new oven?
Yes.
Yes, we got up this morning and went and got it
From Sam's.
From Sam's, and then came back and spent a few hours calibrating it and getting it to where we have to bake it a little temp. It does run a little hot, but it stops. It doesn't keep heating up like the other one did.
It kept heating up
So-
all the way to 450 when the max temp for sublimation is 375 if you have a good convection. And that took when we say we don't Google how to do and make things like for example, my pens that are randomly popular. I had no idea they were going to blow up the way they have, but nobody told me how to do that. It doesn't exist. There's no way to Google how do you get this image on this pen, and I could tell you it's not easy because wrapping a tumbler is one thing. Look how round that is. It's round, but a pen is only that big. So we do our own trial and errors to get it the best as we can. And that's just our way of doing it. And nobody can duplicate that. What is that?
Right. Let me ask you a question. You used the small pink pins
Mhm.
and your tint. Okay. you had asked for the DIT twist pins,
Hmm.
right?
Yes,
Did you
I'm working on.
you're doing with those or not?
I have not yet because, like, when we launched our bundles, like for artists, some of our signed artist prints, like where you can purchase a pen, a tumbler, and you get like the papers and cover minder. Those blew up. Like we got a bazillion orders, and so that has kept us quite busy. Plus, we just had the hiccup with the oven, and then before that, we needed supplies. And so, no, the long or the short answer is I have plans for the twist pins to try to wrap them the same kind of way I wrap the pink pens to see if I can get glitter and get those wrapped in some way. But I have not tried yet. I think that I can though. It seems like I should be able to.
Well, if you get that to work, like I said, whenever I did a collection, I'll send them to you. I did Julie.
Oh yeah.
Now, I the bundle. What made you think of doing the bundle? Because I think that's a brilliant idea, especially now that you signed artists, which I'm going to get to. I'm going to talk about. What made you think of that?
So for me, I mean, my answer is once we started signing all these artists, like some hugely popular, well-known ones, I think the initial idea was yes, for release papers, but then we were like, we have these licensed artists now, and it's for, exclusivity. Is that word?
Exclusivity on the release papers.
Right. So we have this whole untapped market with accessories. So what all could we make with these other than just release papers? Because to be a business that grows, you can't just have one product. I mean, it just, you could probably stay steady where you're not really making money, but this is our livelihood. This is what we do. This is how we support our family. We had to grow beyond that. So what all could we do with one Richard Lorenz image, other than just papers? So we perfected the tumbler, and so we got good at that. The pins took forever to perfect. But so we were thinking, we thought about dipping into trinket trays, but that would take a long time because of how long the curing process takes. And plus it's a little bit saturated right now. One thing that we won't ever do is actual diamond paintings or like drill trays, like those kind of 3D printed trays. Because it's just too dog eat dog out there for those.
We barely have enough time to do what we're doing. For those who don't know what she's talking about as far as bundles go, which you probably all do, but the bundles we've released are, you get the cover minder, the pen, the tumbler, and then the paper. I don't have any papers in front of me right now.
Hello. Sorry.
But like this is the drills and shells bundle. You get one each of these, and then you get a set of paper, whatever you choose.
Right. Yeah. So the drills and drill titles are out now. Hey, if you're not completing the order, can I add on to it?
Mm-hmm. You can.
Okay, we'll take care of that later. So the bundle ideas are perfect. It's actually like I said, when you have an artist that you love, and you want everything to go with it. And I mean, so now you had your titers, you had your tin, your cover minder, and your drink. I mean, hello, what more do you need? So,
and another reason we were looking at the bundles too was because you want to have a decent price point item for our artists. When you go in and you buy a pack of 12 release papers for $10.50, the artist is, they're getting their cut of it, but they're only getting their cut of $10.50 versus like a $75 item where they get their cut of $75 on one purchase. So it helps, we don't have to sell as many bundles for the artist to make a decent amount of money out of their artwork than we do paper-wise.
We needed some kind of...
You care about your artists. You care that they get what they deserved. And I like that. I mean, a lot of people do, but That's what I like. I mean, you just said it. You thought of the way that they get more, you know, out of, and I like that. I think that says a lot about you guys. So let's start from the very beginning. Crashley. How did that start? Where did that come from? And why that name?
So the name is a weird story. So like back when I was like 19, I worked at a nursing home, and I did not drop people, but I dropped things a lot. So a lot of what I did was like I would deliver their food to their rooms and stuff, and I was notorious for dropping their drinks and making messes, and I just dropped stuff all the time. And so like I've always just been known as Crashley because there was like 2 other Ashleys that worked there. And then even when I started coming into like YouTube land, my initial name was Everything Diamond Painting. Like that was my YouTube name when I first started. Or it was Everything Diamond Painting with Ashley. Mm-hmm. But no, it didn't say Ashley because nobody knew my name. So I added with Ashley, but then like there were 17 Ashleys. So I was like, this is stupid. So I just became Cross with Crashley because I was known as Crashley anyway. So
it went from Everything Diamond Painting because you started the Facebook group, Everything Diamond Painting. Then you were like, okay, create a YouTube channel. You did Everything Diamond Painting YouTube channel, but nobody, knew. They kept asking your name. So then you put Everything Diamond Painting with Ashley, but you wanted to do clay and other stuff, so you changed it to Crafts with Ashley. But then people kept confusing her for other Ashleys. Mm-hmm. So she changed it from there to Crafts with Crashley. Now, as far as like our logo and stuff, that was designed by
Rachel from TSA.
Rachel from TSA.
That's what I just.
She designed our logo.
I already said that.
Frog. Do you love frog? Is that where that come from?
The frog thing it started with my grandpa who passed away. He, for whatever reason, he had like a bazillion frog tattoos, frog pictures. His whole house is frogs this, frogs that. And so for me, I just kind of carried it on. So it's not like I love wild frogs and I want to go hug them and kiss them. And it's just the frog thing, the theme of frogs is just something that stuck with me my entire life. And that's just been my spirit animal of sorts.
My mother loved frog. She thought you grandpa. Frog everywhere. That you did a real frog and she'll have a heart attack.
Ugh, yeah.
So before I ask anything else, Sarah Ann asked a question. How do you balance running your successful small business and take care of your kids? She said she's having a hard time doing that.
Well, I mean, to be honest, owning our small business has, I think, helped us take care of our kids in a way. Because, like, when we first started, I think back in 2018, we were just running and selling stuff out of our house, the inside of our house. And but at that time, I was still working a full-time job.
So we were both.
We were both working a full-time job and then, like, also fulfilling orders. So we were always around busy. So then we bought this building a few years ago, and it's right outside of our house. As you can see, Nora can just come in and out. But doing this actually gives us freedom to, like, if she has an afternoon school program, we just go. We can.
We don't have to ask our boss for time off.
Yeah, there's no like put in for PTO or flex time where you take it off, you got to make it up kind of thing. And it's just easier. We do have long nights. Like, I can't lie, it does get hard, but it's only because when you own a business, it's like your work is never.
Yeah, that's where the take comes in. Like, as far as when when the kids are in school, right now it's summer break, so it's different. When the kids are in school, we've got the whole time they're in school to work. And then when they get out of school, they get 2 hours. We act like we're just working a 9 to 5 at that point. They get 2 hours that we're finishing up, and then we all head to town to drop off orders.
30 minutes away.
We would go to town, drop off orders, and at that point we'd do Pokemoning. That's when we'd do something with the kids, stop by a park or something like that. Then when we get home, it would be dinner time, clean up, your nightly stuff. But if we had stuff to do after they go to bed, we come back out. And then with summer, during the summer, it's a few hours out here, a few hours inside. Like earlier with all that, I know it may have seemed odd. Well, we're cutting up, so you probably couldn't hear. But by the time we got everything figured out yesterday, that's all we got done was figuring out, because we still had a few hours here and there that we'd have to go in and make lunch, make sure they eat, hang out with them for a little bit, and then come back out here. Or they can just come out here and hang out if they're getting to a point where, they want to sit down and watch a cartoon movie that's 2 hours long and we don't want to watch it. They're okay with us coming out here working there and they're watching the movie,
Right.
So it's in and out. And then in the summer, there are a lot of, okay, guys, it's bedtime. Love you. Good night. Tuck them in. We'll come out here and we'll work till 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Go inside, sleep for a few hours, get up, do breakfast, come out here, work some more. So in the summer, there's a lot of late nights. And during school, there's some late nights too. But it's more structured because they're at school most of the day. So we can focus 100% on working throughout the day and not going in and out. And if we homeschooled, it would be a lot more difficult.
I'm sure. So the building, that was not yours. I just assumed that was your building on your property. So you have bought and extended your business. Okay, I get that.
It is ours. We bought it. It's one of those easy sheds or whatever. We bought it and had it delivered. It's
like they came on this big truck and dropped it off, and then we I want to say we finished it, but like it's not really finished. But
it's still working on
it. We wired it and put up drywall and electricity, insulated, and then electricity. However, like if you probably can't even see, but like the walls. Oh yeah, you can. Like up there. Like it's not really finished, but like, we stopped sanding because what we did was we put up the drywall and the putty and started sanding it. And the plan was to like paint it, and then put in tiles, but we had to work and so now in order to do it, we would have to take everything out and then finish it. And like, that's going to take up.
We don't have to.
I don't know when we could ever do it, but we have quickly outgrown this building. But it's hard when you go to buy it. You have to choose the size, right? And so we think we know this is much bigger than the space that we were working out of inside. But we should have gotten probably double this.
At least double the size.
Yeah. So, but it is ours. So we thought about blasting out that back wall there and adding on like a storage thing. Because we can, but that's still gonna we would have to take some stuff out, and that's scary because it's hard to get ahead on orders. Like right now, we're being a day behind is detrimental.
Like 2 days behind.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, okay, I'm assuming besides actually making the product and stuff, do you have to? I'm assuming you had some type of computer work and all of that, order entry, email, customer service.
Mm-hmm.
You do all that on your own?
Yes.
Well, you did all that. If you ever need help, I did customer service for art and so. Good thing.
We're thinking seriously about getting help with social media posts because that takes so long. Like when we do new releases, like now that we have the bundles, we offer like one design gets its own listing for release papers, cover minder, Tumblr. They're all individual things. We have to make social media posts, and it does take a lot of time to like put each image in. We thought seriously about getting help. It's the whole paying aspect. We don't know if like we have to figure out how we would do that, but I have some people in mind. You're obviously one of them to help us answer emails and stuff. It's hard,
Well, I'm your friend, so if I did help you, I want nothing in return, no argument. I don't want it.
That makes us feel weird. Makes me feel weird. What are you laughing at?
Eve.
What did you say? Does a boogeyman live up in the opening in the ceiling? Oh, there? That's another thing we didn't finish. That's where we have the wiring coming in.
Well, no, that's my access.
Oh, the access.
The piece is right there. All I gotta do is cut it down and attach it, and then.
I think at one point there was like a bat in there. I wish I could just give you like a 360 view, but I will lose my computer. But it's
Well, maybe that's a good idea for a video one. Take
I
it
can do it.
inside your, if you'd like, your workspace.
Yeah, I could probably do that.
Now,
It's just obviously very crowded.
it is. It is. So,
But
I mean, I don't know how you two do it by yourself. So, belief takers, where did that come from? Out of all the things in the world, what made you think relief takers and boy, did that take off? I
well,
mean, I'll be honest, you're the only relief taker I use, and you're the only relief taker I would use. I can't use any others. I mean, and that's just me.
well,
But
there's the
okay.
things that makes ours quite different than others. But well, I think initially, like I actually like going way back, just because this was my reasoning, and I don't even know if I've ever talked about this on a stream before, but interesting. Anyway, so like when I was a junior in high school, I actually dropped out of high school and ran away. So there's the beginning of my story. I ran away, and then I got knocked up with Zach, and then I'll tell you. So then I was like, oh crap, I need to stop being a rebel, right? And so here I am pregnant. I had Zach. I got my GED, and I was like, okay, step one. And now I wanted to go to college. And so I went to college and everything, and I actually graduated. When did I graduate? 2019 with a bachelor's in business administration, 2 minors in human resources and management. So owning a business has always been my dream. Like it's ever since I was way young, but I started actually going towards that dream after I got pregnant and I needed to like leave my rebelness behind.
When we got together, it was the main thing was working on crafting type business. We did wreaths and all kinds of stuff, go to craft fairs and everything. Like
creating things has always been part of my personality. It's not just a hobby for me. It was like
just started out
it's part of me.
Ashwin Crafts and Treasures.
Yeah, that was our first business name.
But as you're going, you get into release papers and you're going all the way back to your childhood story as release papers.
Well, that's why. So then after, Kerwin and I got together, of course, I always created stuff, but then I got introduced to diamond painting, and I was always thinking like, where is there a need, or where is there something that I can make better? And, I didn't like the plastic. I have really bad sensory issues. You've seen me try to sit still for more than 2 seconds. I have really bad triggers, tics. I don't know how to describe it. It's all in my brain. I have a weird dysfunctional brain, and the plastic crumpling really sent me into like a spiral. And so back then everyone's like, use parchment paper, and it looked all greasy when you put it on the glue. I didn't like it at all. So then I bought release papers from Amazon. And they're double-sided release papers, but they're so flimsy. I put them down and they rip. I'm like, okay, I have a need. I need better release papers. But then I was like, who likes white release papers? That's so boring. But all the release papers you could buy were double-sided. Well, I tried to print on those. You can't print on silicone, ladies and gentlemen. Don't try. So then we found a way to we found a way to rig something to get single-sided release papers. I found a need, and that's why release papers. I hate the plastic. And so then that's where it really started. But before that, I was creating like pens and stuff. What?
So she asked, how do you get into release papers? You go into this whole story about school, and then you're like, because I found a need for release papers. I'm messing with you. We can have some fun, right?
Don't distract her. She has a hard time concentrating.
Sorry.
I said that business. I went to college because I wanted to own my own business. And the first thing that you learn in business school is when you want to own your own business, you have to find a need. You have to find a need and find a want. Then that's where you develop your ideas. So when I got into diamond painting, I found the need of release papers. And I've always wanted to own my own business. It all tied together.
I was just giving you a hard time.
You made it awkward.
Did I make it awkward? I'm sorry.
You did make it awkward again.
Carlin's in trouble.
He always makes things so awkward.
I'm gonna say that I think you had a genius idea. I really do. And I mean, you seen my orders. I mean, I started and you were on Etsy. I have enough release papers. I can multi in my house. That's no lie.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah, you've got some of our original ones that were basically proof of concept.
I did have the original. In fact, I'm using a set right now on one of my diamond paintings. The Dairy Torchetta is a bottle to the mystery set.
Yep. See, and that's when we started the proof of concept. Like clearly, we were the first decorative, really premium decorative release papers that ever, and so they sold like crazy. So we had our proof of concept, and of course, every time I made polymer clay pens back then, they sold out immediately. You know, but it was hard when I was working full time. So, but then a new need developed. We needed a release paper that was better and worked with all adhesives, because at that time there was the poured glue and then double-sided adhesive, and then TSA was big, and they use mounted glue. So we have 3 different types of popular adhesives, and the papers that we were using then did not fare well with mounted glue, and they were thin. So at that point we needed upgraded papers. So we found a supplier to get us the single-sided weighted papers, but that took getting samples over and over again. And so when we got with our supplier, we chose how thick do we want the silicone to be? What weight do we want it to be? And we're like, I don't freaking know what that means. 10 pounds? What do you mean? So we were like, send us 3 different silicone weights. And then, you know, I had one of each of the diamond paintings, mounted glue, poured glue, double-sided. And so we put these papers through hell. We crumpled them up. We made the building, or not building, we put them in a really hot room, humidity, cold. We let one sit on there for months until we found the perfect weight that works with all adhesives under any condition.
And I had sent him 6 or 7 different diamond paintings from multiple different companies, of just random, this one from this store, this one from this online site, all over, and sent him at least 6 or 7 diamond paintings for him to come up with the right formula for the silicone so it would work on them. Like these papers were designed specifically for diamond painting.
They're the only ones that are
with them for years, or not years. It was about 6 months to a year that we worked with them on this before we actually released the product that is there to develop them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I started off before I go any further. I want to read something to you. Eat their Crashley has a beautiful and amazing brain. I agree.
Thanks.
I was friends with Cousin and Crashley before GLE, and the GLE happened, and that was when I actually had to sit down and talk to them one-on-one in person. And the beautiful people. And I'm so glad to have you guys in my life. And I did not know that you were having balcony conversations with my mother. So
I did.
you know, yeah.
They were after Romeo and Juliet.
Rapunzel, I said, let down your hair, and she did.
Yeah. So she did. Oh, well, did that for me.
She had a wig in her room. Yeah.
Cindy wants to know, do you diamond paint? Do you diamond paint?
That's a funny question. So yeah. I mean, I diamond paint like inside when there's time.
She goes, I should have said still. Do you still diamond paint?
Right.
I do. It's timing really, but it's my therapy inside. I am still working on Family Circus, in case you guys were wondering. One of these days.
She was a slow diamond painter before we did all this.
Yeah.
I'm looking. I can't like that finish. And Nell said, I'm the middle when you upgraded. Your 3D stuff was awesome, but your current stuff is a nice dog. I had to agree. And it's a lot of TSA after then a pain in my ass at the airport. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, TSA was Treasure Studios Arts, and we were
Yeah.
there with them through their development. Really good people, but things didn't work out for them. And
Unfortunately, I never got attention from them. I wish I had. I heard it was amazing stuff. Okay. The other member that when I wanted the what's it called? Wonder Woman pin.
I remember that.
Yeah, forever.
Mhm.
And you had to stop making pins because you had to put in a ventilation system.
Yep.
And I wanted that pin so bad, so they did eventually surprise me with that pin, which I used on that ATM the other way. But the ventilation system, how did you make pins before you had that ventilation system?
So I had to rub resin on, and we had to run away.
Yeah, before the unsafely. That's how we made them.
Not
Unsafely.
not well, Tammy. Not well.
Yeah.
Not the way you're supposed to do it.
So where did Tumblr come from? Hi, Marlene. Thank you for coming. So where did the Tumblr and Teleminder idea come from? Yes, I'm asking that each product because I love them all and they all deserve to be spotlighted.
You're fine.
I
Yeah.
love these questions.
The tumblers themselves came from before we started doing the whole diamond painting stuff. Like when we got together back in 2015, we were doing wreaths and hitting up craft fairs.
Mhm.
And we would go to at least one craft fair a year to sell stuff until like 2019 was the last one. We didn't, after COVID, it was becoming more of a pain. So we didn't do any after that, but we were getting back to going, okay, we're going to want to go to craft fairs again. However, we're a niche of a craft now. You have to have people who diamond paint and who want to use release papers and like the artwork you have to buy your product. So a craft fair isn't, release papers isn't a huge thing at a craft fair. So I was like, okay, well, what can we do to get back into it? I'm like, not wreaths, never wreaths again. Those things are too expensive. She would cost us $70 to make the wreath and think she did amazing when she sold it for $45.
It was amazing.
It was like, not wreaths ever again, lost too much money. So I was like, well, we've already got an oven to do the clay in, so we could do jewelry. And she's like,
I don't like jewelry.
And I'm like, come on. I was like, okay, so let's do tumblers. So we started doing tumblers for craft fairs. We were like, okay, get tumblers for craft fairs. And she's like, well, she goes, why don't we list them on the site and sell them for special edition type stuff? And we were doing the Christmas bundles.
Mm-hmm.
So we did the Christmas bundles, and they were a hit. They'd sell out. And she was doing resin tumblers where you'd get the bigger tumbler and put glitter and do resin on it. But that was, again, when we were being unsafe with resin.
We found out that Crashley was highly allergic to resin.
So then at that point, it was just like, well, we've got these tumblers. We've got artwork. Let's talk to our artists and see if we can do tumblers. And the majority of them said, sure, go ahead. So we're like, all right, let's do it.
Well, I love it. I got no, it's not my first one. I got my second one coming. I use that GLE one like every day, totally. Third time I used a metal straw. The game changer. I love my water so cold. It hurts my teeth. I know they're crazy about it. So, the artist. I'm so proud of you. You don't even know how proud of you I am.
Yeah, I still step back and I'm like, oh my gosh. It's hard to not like fangirl and be a weirdo with him.
You had incredible artists. I mean, you had how many now? How many artists?
33 plus.
We're working on two more.
Two more.
At least two more we're working on.
Can I tell them who?
Well,
Or is it a secret?
It's not a secret per se, but
I'm working on closing Ciro Marchetti. You know who
ooh, yes, I do.
and Dominic Davidson. So
Oh
maybe,
my goodness.
well, then there's 3 that we're working on talking.
and then Aria.
Whatever her name is, Aria.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You're breaking me. You're killing me. I'm just addicted, so then I don't come live with you.
We're in the early stages.
Yeah, nothing is signed yet.
We're not. We're working on that.
But right now we're going to try to get since we launched bundles, we have a lot of images from artists that aren't available yet, like haven't been converted into being available in pens and the tumblers. I got pens to show you. I don't know where I put the pens.
Right,
oh, but like here's this. Here's a mica. So like here's like a mica. I think it's Love Lives Here.
Yep.
Oh wow!
It's her actual print in a diamond painting pen. And is there another artist one in there?
Yeah, we've got Emma Casey.
Here's like Emma Casey's peacock thing.
Oh, that is so pretty.
Here's a Kettner. This one's called The Wish.
Oh, I love this artwork.
Richard Lorenz. We don't have to show them all.
And Christabel.
Okay, Richard Lorenz, and here's a Chrisabug.
I almost thought that painting. That I like that. I love. So, how do you decide which artwork to put on your thing, a bundle?
Like what we release? Well, we were doing votes, but it was another one of those things that takes long to put together the votes.
Right.
So I haven't had time to do that, and now we went to 2 release days, Tuesdays and Fridays. So really, we base it on like if something is releasing from DAC that week, we want the artist to try to get like as much traffic to their work as possible. So sometimes it's like DAC is releasing like a Chrisabug, for example. We'll get with her and get that same image to try to get people buying the diamond painting plus the accessories, because it makes more money, for us and the artist.
Oh yeah, Rainbow Bridge by Dakota was
was insane when they released Rainbow Bridge. I'll never forget that day.
They released the diamond painting. It sold out, and we were like, and Dakota had told us they were releasing the diamond painting before, and she had sent us the image, so I was working on it. We went ahead and released it, and we went to bed Saturday night.
We went to bed.
We woke up Sunday morning, and we had like 30 orders for Rainbow Bridge release papers.
I messaged you, and I said, "Don't you dare sell it then. Save me one." I didn't. I did it now. I didn't, and I ended up getting it then because I was afraid to sell out.
Yeah, and see, that's one of the ones we need to convert to having the bundle available. But that it just takes a little bit of time. But like if there's ever an image that people want available, like right now as a Tumblr, cover binder, or a pen, like they just need to email it, and that will move up on our priority list. Because like right now there's a bazillion images before we launched bundles, and right now we're releasing new images in the bundle format where you can purchase a pen or really like individually or the bundle. So we need to work on going back through previous ones, because I know people wanted Family Circus as a Tumblr, and poor Richard is so funny. Lorenz turned into her little not what's the word, when we have a new idea to release.
Yeah.
We usually start with him because he's just game for everything.
Yeah, he's like
do what you want. And it didn't start out like that. He was a scary man. Oh my gosh, I was so disappointed at first. Richard Lorenz, he was scary.
She was intimidated hardcore by him.
Okay, I was a huge Richard Lorenz fan. Always have been. I relate to his art because they're quirky birds. They're weird, but they don't care that they're weird. Like, look at me if you want to. It is, I am what I am. And so I loved his art. And so I wanted to sign him, of course. Like, it'd be a long shot, but he was like very, I don't know how to even describe it. By the books, no thank you. I'm signed with DAC. No thank you. I'm not interested. I'm like, oh my gosh, is this guy a butthole? I'd be so disappointed if he's a butthole and I look up to him. he was just not.
I was
no,
like,
it's
I was like, babe, message him back and let
Yeah,
him
I gave up.
Give him the info that DAC gave you, because we reached out to DAC before we started reaching out to their artists. Because I mean, before then we had Miss Coffee, Emma Casey, Becca Tyndall, Polina, Crafting Journeys. We had some artists, but before we signed Rick, we were like, we reached out to DAC saying, hey, we don't do diamond paintings. We're not doing diamond paintings. You know what we do. We talk all the time. And they're like, yeah, go for it. Good luck. Have fun type stuff. And I was like, reach back out to him, send him what DAC sent you, and go from there. And then he goes, oh, okay, let me check with DAC, and boom, we're good.
And I think that's why people have asked, why do you have so many DAC artists? And I think it's mainly because we have DAC's advocation a word? They advocate for us that we're good people, good company. And so the artists are comfortable with that because we have their backing. Because
they've been in our corner.
We worked with them
artists
forever. I mean, sometimes I discover certain pieces of art. See, and that's another thing that we make sure we do. Like sometimes when we select, it is because, you know, DAC released one, but other times we select, like the Micah Jelena, for example, Love Lives Here. We know that it has not been a diamond painting yet, right? But we do know that it received the highest amount of votes in a poll, like ever. So we know it's coming. So what happens is, when we release an image that hasn't been a diamond painting yet, people are sending it to licensing, which is good for the artist because we're noticing then that's in the next votes. So like we love releasing images that aren't yet because it opens people's eyes to different ones. Richard Lorenz's Pearl was another one. That's not a diamond painting yet, but I bet it will be soon if I were to put money on it.
Yeah, and then other situations like our friend Courtney.
Oh yeah.
She's going to have diamond paintings coming out now with...
Well, we don't know yet. Be quiet.
Somebody, hopefully. Hopefully.
Yeah.
All I know is when you guys see this image in a DAC poll, you better tell your friends and your dogs and your
I'm going to cry. But Courtney and I are very, very, very good friends, as you know. And so I told her, I said, if that doesn't pass, if that doesn't get released, I want that as a custom, I'll tell you. And so I'll have that one way or the other. You know,
I can tell you that she's working with Enablers Outpost, but there's not a release date yet. So one way or another, that should come out as a diamond painting. It's a matter of when. So it will be. And who?
So, all right. Who is your very two sections? Who is your very first artist?
Mrs. Coffee.
That's what I thought. Is she still with you? Is she still an artist with you?
She is, but she went from YouTube to, Twitch primarily. And she's kind of, she's doing art still off and on. So we just released something a few weeks ago. But she's really focusing on her gaming part of Twitch and what makes her happy and stuff. So we're not really pushing her for more art because, she does her thing. And to make like good art, you have to like, have to want to do it, and right now she's just kind of focused on her gaming, but there's no like, we'll still sell her stuff. That's going to get revamped too. But yeah, we'll always sell her stuff. She was a huge trooper with us when we were figuring out like the dynamics of paying the artists, what works best, what kind of information do you need from us, as your licensor or E or whatever. But yeah, we will have that woman's back until forever. That's just how it is.
She's had our
So let's say someone wants to start their own business and they want to start an artist, sign an artist. Can you tell us, like, kind of walk us through the process? And is it hard? Is it easy? Is it a lot of legality?
Well, you better not be doing it for release papers or I'll find you. But there is a lot of legality because every artist is different.
Yeah.
A lot of like the larger artists have products, with their art on it. For example, cups or puzzles and a lot of them have like stipulations with different contracts where it's exclusivity. So if you have like exclusivity with one product, you have to be super careful, you know, what products you're allowed to sell with each artist. So is it easy? No, no, it's not easy. It gets harder the more you get too, because you have all these artists to keep track of, and then payment dates, some like it monthly, some like it quarterly. But really, it's
some by the 5th, some by the 15th.
It's the way you respect their art too, with what you make. Like keeping the integrity of their original artwork is so important to us. Not only that, but advocating for the artist. Like we will always do everything that we can for our artists. It's important to us to give them everything that they can have. We don't want to compete with them. I have to be careful with what I say, because we can't mention what's in contracts specifically.
Yeah. No, I get that. No, that's not.
But it's important to not compete with products. That's very important to artists. Like you don't want to sell a tumbler when they're selling tumblers with this other company or themselves. Like I could say this about Mrs. Butter D. She's one of the artists that like sells a lot of her own stuff. So it's just one of those things you have to watch for. We wouldn't ever want to do Mrs. Butter D stickers, for example. Not that we're selling stickers, but it's the way you respect them. And
an artist will get more money selling their own stuff than they will getting a royalty from somebody else selling it.
Right.
So an example would be if we had signed, like say you were an artist of ours and you were selling tumblers, we wouldn't want to sell tumblers because then we'd be competing against you and you wouldn't be getting as much money for what we sell.
Right.
Okay.
That makes sense. Okay.
But as far as difficult, the biggest hurdle on signing artists is reaching out to them. Finding that balance of not reaching out too much, but not being I sent an email, I'm going to assume it didn't get lost in the midst of the however many emails they get from fans and all that stuff.
Yeah, it got a little bit easier for us because we now have a reputation. Like we were in a licensing issue magazine. No big deal. But so people know our name. Yeah. And that was a big deal. But so people know of our name and our company and our, integrity or whatever. So it got a little bit easier for us starting out. It was not easy. I mean, I told you the Richard Lorenz story. He was like, nope, this seems sketchy. But I didn't leave him alone. But
he said he researched us and was like, okay, never mind.
Yeah, he ended up calling DAC about us and everything.
And I did that because sadly artists are ripped off all the time by people, and that breaks my heart. In fact, I'll just tell you, I had a company that I reached out to. I liked them. I liked their artwork. And then the teacher sending me, it clearly had been stolen artwork. It's been altered, but it's been stolen. So here I am. I'm just going to dispute the package, because there's no way that I can show this artwork on my channel because no painting company, if they were ever to even consider me, it's going to do that if I show a piece of stolen artwork. So I get that they get ripped off all the time, and the fact that you take the time to talk to them and listen to them and then kind of explain to them what you do and you don't just, because I get that, I do. So from the time you sign an artist, how long does it take from the time you sign an artist to get product in motion and on the market? How long did that take?
Well, a lot of with our listings is a lot of like mock-up photos, I think, because what we do is a lot of printing, right? So all we need to like get started really is images. That's all we need. So pretty quick. It just everything has to be finalized, but there are different aspects with the new artists. Like for example, on our website, there's about our artist, that whole section, which has every artist's name, We have to create the collection on the website, and we're not website designers by any means. Like Kerwin had no
look at our
history.
website, you could tell.
Yeah, Kerwin had no history in developing websites. However, he built ours from the ground up. So like when we sign a new artist, we have to add them there. We also have to add them to various spreadsheets that we have that tells us, hey, we can sell these products only, or these products, and then this is their commission rate, this is their pay date. But so it's a bit. I mean, how long would you say?
I would say from the point, the main factor is the artist.
Mm-hmm.
The main factor is the artist. Because, I mean, there's been times where we've signed an artist and then it took 2-3 weeks for them to get us images.
Oh, yeah.
But there's also been times where if we know, like, an artist is wanted or there's an event and we're like, okay, we need this artist. We need them quick. We need them now. Micah Jelena would be an example. By the time we finalized everything with Micah, she got us images. We had her released within 2 days.
Because we heard about the Micah-thon, which I'm not a part of.
But
we won't get into that.
You know, so a big one is getting images. Image artists sending us images, how we get them. That's also been a learning process. What's the best way to get images from artists? We've got some that we work with that have agents and agencies, and you go out there and pick the art. You know, they have it ready to us right away. You've got some that are like, okay, here's a link. Go tell me which ones you want, and then I will send them to you.
We have to pick from like bazillion designs. Okay, I want this one, this one, this one.
And then
that's the hardest part.
And then we've got artists that we've got to email and say, hey, we're wanting to release, we're coming up on another release for you. I'm down to one printer. I don't have any more prints left. Can you send us these prints, or do you have a collection you're wanting to send, etc. You know, and we got artists like Sarah who does amazing work, but
that was my next question. Did you decide, or did they decide? So there you go. Now, you guys sponsor a lot of events, including I've asked you, and sometimes I feel terrible because I ended up, it just so happened, I ended up co-hosting 4 events in 4 months, which is crazy. And so I asked you to sponsor one, and then it's like, well, did you want to do this? Do you want to do that? And like, you guys are just so awesome about sponsoring events. And that's another thing that makes people love you so much is you love the community, and you love it, and we love you. And I loved your company, and that's why I wanted to have you on here tonight, because I'm not a very, very good channel, but I am known, and every little bit counts. And I will do anything I can to help you guys, anything. And so we've been trying to get this done for a while now, but you're busy, I'm busy, and then I finally said, okay, I'm free and all this. For you? And they're like, yeah. And I said, okay, well, how'd you decide it? Did that work? And she's like, yep, it does. And I said, did you ask Kerwin? She said, no, we'll just do it. I don't care what he said.
He's always around.
He's always around. So, do you eat? I'll ask you this. I know you're probably getting tired of talking, but I will ask you this. Do you each have your own job that you do or that you don't do?
I don't cut.
You don't cut?
Yeah, as far as how we have our work divvied up in a sense, I do a lot of the designs and making the listing photos. I do printing. I do cutting.
Okay, look, you're going to make it sound like you do everything.
No, hold on.
Yes, you are.
I do printing, I do cutting, and
I do stuff too.
I do a lot of the website stuff.
Okay.
She does the cover minders, the pens, social media, weighing the orders, packaging the orders, shipping the orders out, emails, some website stuff. She makes the listings. Like, I'll do the photos, she'll do the listings. Communicating with events and all that going on. Facebook, social media. She does a lot of that side. I mean, it's pretty even divvied up. Like when we do tumblers, I'll print, I'll cut it, she'll wrap it, she'll tape it, she'll shrink wrap it, I'll bake it, I'll take it out. Like it's a trade-off. It's a you do this while I'm doing that type thing. So we can try to keep the flow going.
I love the new size of papers that you offer at the 3x3 and the 4x3, and the way that you offered it in the sample. And that's how I thought in our community papers. But not away. Love that idea. I don't know where that came from. I don't know whose idea that was, but that your idea, or did someone put that in your
No, it stemmed from Rich.
No, she's not talking about community. She's talking about the size.
Oh, size sampler.
The size sampler. We were getting messages at least once a week going, "What size should I get? What size do you think would work best for me?" And we'd answer questions and be like, "Okay, on Etsy and stuff like that is when we get a lot of them." We'd be like, "Well, how big of a section do you normally work on? What size do you normally and stuff?" And it got to a point where they're like, "Well, I don't know, maybe I'll get this one." Or it got to a point where they just wouldn't order because they'd already had to ask so many questions, they were just done.
Right.
And so then I was like, well, what if I got our popular
decision paralysis.
I was like, so what if I just put together an option to do our most popular sizes, which are the smaller ones. Not, if you need a half sheet or a full sheet, you're going to want a big section for that.
Right.
It's the smaller sections. I was like, we'll just put a size sampler. They get the same amount of, they get 12 sheets. It takes the same amount, for me to cut. Put a size sampler, and then at that point, they know this is what I got. And when they come back to order more, they can order more.
And that's what I got for the community papers, because let's say that I'm going to use the heads out of those. And most of the time, I do a 3x3, but sometimes, depending on the painting, I'll do a different size. And I like the different sizes that you do. I have all the community papers too. I know you probably don't want to say who, but do you have any other community papers that you not be working on?
Yeah, there's a few. We just haven't finished them because there's one with us at the retreat that we wanted to release because I think it's funny.
Yeah,
and
I want that inserted in my order. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say Rich dressed up as something. What did he dress up as? He was like, "Who wore it better?" It's in our little group. I don't know. There's one in a costume. What was he dressed up as?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I think that you do them with your hair, just saying.
Oh, the one where he was using my hair. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, we've got a few we're working on.
There's one of Ditzy too.
I got orders I got to get out first.
Yeah, right now we have to focus on catching up on orders since we lost those days.
Right.
And
are you that caught up? I know you said
we haven't done the move yesterday or today, so we're 2 full work days behind. So we're probably going to work all night tonight and get things ready to go to the post office in the morning, because that's preparing for tomorrow's random bad thing that could happen.
This is about This is half of the stack that I have to cut.
Oh my God. Now, do you have to cut one at a time? I'm assuming not.
What'd you say?
He doesn't cut one at a time, right?
Oh gosh, no. How many do you cut at a time?
6 max. 7 max. 7 sheets max.
7 sheets max. But get one sheet with a bunch on it. But one sheet isn't just one. Hold on a second.
Usually, on average, this is on average how many I cut at one time.
So this is like 6 sheets, but this is the 4x4 size.
Yeah.
So he can line up his 4x4s, to for the cut, and they're all in a certain order. So I can't mix this up, or I could if I really wanted to tick them off, because these are all printed in order of the orders placed. But so he can cut this many at a time. So he goes through and he cuts all of his squares 7 at a time. Then he does like the 1/8 sheets, quarter sheets, so on and so forth. So this is like, but you see that there's like a border. So it's not just as easy as cutting down the middle and cutting here and here. He also has to cut off this little border, and he's a perfectionist. He won't send out anything that's cut wrong. So yeah, he has to lay down his big ruler. Do you have your
Like
giant?
here's some that were cut wrong.
Oh yeah, see, these were cut wrong that he doesn't like. Look how hot that chick is, though. My gosh, isn't she hot?
Ooh, what is that? What timing is that?
Look at her freaking hips. Like if I were into girls, which I'm not saying I'm not, this would be my girl.
This is
She's
What
just so hot.
painting is that? She is hot. Ooh.
This is
What's
Crystal
it?
Bug. Do you know what this painting is called?
Is that a Christopher?
Slumber Goddess or something like
Goddess, Slumber
that.
Goddess,
Slumber
something like that. It's on the website. It's Crystal Bug though.
This is my cutter.
That's his guillotine cutter. That's what he cuts, and
Wow.
he has to hold down. He has to put all of his weight on this ruler
I got
when he
my
cuts,
3 rulers to help keep it straight. And
or else since it's release paper, they slide. Like, see how easy they slide? So he has to stack them up perfectly and put like what 3 rulers?
yes, I put 1 ruler.
One
to line
sits
up
here to make sure that they stay lined up. One here, and it puts all of his weight on it and then cuts to avoid it. Because if they slide just a little, like these have a tiny little. I don't even see where these are cut wrong. So
Top.
the top. I don't know. He says that this cut is off, but he won't send
I
them
don't
all.
see it, but
I don't see anything either.
Well,
I
it's
don't
this was the stack. I can only do 8 at a time. There.
Oh, the stack is off.
That's one. Yeah.
Oh, I see that tiny little line.
yeah.
But
I
see,
would
he
take
won't
that.
send
Just
anything out.
saying.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we save all the ones that are cut wrong we do auctions every once in a while. And that kind of helps us fill voids of really slow months, because owning a business, that happens. But for us, since this is our full-time job, slow months really suck. But it's just inevitable, having slower months. June was one of our worst months because we were at the retreat. But so we save all the miscuts and like that burnt tumbler and stuff. We save those to do auctions for those really slow months, or if is something that we don't have enough money saved for,
Fresh product auctions.
like a blown tire or something, then we'll have like some sort of auctions for all the miscuts, because they're fully functional. They're just don't
Not
look
as
the
pretty.
best.
It's a different color. So before I let you go, he said she'd like to have a release paper as rich as the blue artist happiness, and I agree. I think that'd be wonderful. And then Eve wants to know, is there any chance that you'll do tumblers with screw-on lids, without lids?
I don't know if I've seen those. So, I mean, basically, we could do anything with sublimation enabled. We looked into tapered, because another thing is we have to be able to buy them in bulk. Like, we're not at the position to where we can gamble with a whole lot of money. Right now, we do proof of concepts. He's rolling around his chair and it's distracting me. Sorry. Right now, we did proof of concept with the 20-ounce skinnies. We know that they're sell. So we can buy this, I don't know where it went, this big old box of 100 of them. And I know we'll go through them. It's scarier to do things with the bigger ounce tumblers, because unless you buy in super bulk, it's just too expensive. We'd have to sell them for $50. Who wants a $50 cup? I don't know.
It's finding the balance between the right price and the right cost.
If it's something that people do want, and I could prove that it would sell, then we would. But I think it'd be kind of scary to make it compete with our 20-ounce tumblers, and to be able to buy them in bulk, or else we can't do. We're too small to be able to take a big monetary gamble.
I like the 20-ounce tumbler because I have small hands, so I can wrap my hands around it. So, is there anything that you'd like to say before we end the live tonight?
Not really. I mean, we'll have new things coming. Yeah, I mean, those designs that we're wanting to revamp just let us know if there's one you want like now in a tumbler. That would help.
Mhm.
Otherwise, we're just gonna, get them done, here and there. Because what else can we do? What about you? Any parting words? No, but
just
I
thank
have-
you to everybody. Thank you, Tammy, and everybody who
thanks.
shares and has supported us and has made this
Yes,
Make
share.
us doing this a possibility. Because
Without you guys, we couldn't do it.
there's 2 steps that are required to do it. One is taking the step and going, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and do it. And the other one is having people support you as you're doing it.
Right. Well,
Yeah. But that's
you had my support. In
we
all
love
of
you.
I love you. I do. I'm so blessed to have you guys. And I thank Dottie today to GLE because, like I said, I don't know that you all that could change something in me. I mean,
It does.
It did. There was a dynamic there. The whole dynamic changed as a friendship.
Yeah,
And
we'll always be close. Like us, Eve, Mel, and gosh, I think about Mel all the time. I don't know what it is about Mel, okay? But like I don't know, all of you guys, we just got really close, and I think about you all the time. But we get so busy, it's hard to like stay up in that chat sometimes. But like I think about you guys all the time.
It is.
So,
I keep saying that we need to do like a weekly call, but it is so hard to get everybody, together. But we're still there, and I do a lot of voice messages. It's easier on me, and to me, I think the voice message is just like a conversation. And it's easier for me to do that, and I think, I probably missed a lot of your messages. I do worry about that. You all type messages, and here I am doing voice messages, and I'm like, God, they probably just get right over what I say. But magical killers. Yep, magical killers. That it
I don't know
was.
what Mel's message means. Sometimes we play in her dreams. I don't know. I don't know what we play in.
Okay, I don't even want to know what that means, Neil. So, I do want to know what it means.
Symbols and brown cows.
Cindy said, I love all your stuff. Thank you for making it available for Android and Ivory.
I love that you love it, but I do have to go potty now, so I do have to get out of here.
I was just about to say that you interrupted me with potty. Thank you for coming. I'm just kidding.
Tammy, gosh, I'm so sorry. Ugh.
Keep her in check, Tammy.
You are lucky because usually she'll potty with you on the phone, just saying.
Hands up. Tammy's trying to talk. Go ahead, Tammy.
Oh, God.
Goodbye, love you. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Not that kind of potty. I just have to pee, guys. Gosh. Okay, bye.
But thank you all for coming here. She is a nut. I love her. But you all had a very good night. Oh my God, Rich, really. But thank you all for coming. Thank you for supporting Crash and Curlin. Please put your their link into me. They did have their shop and the Facebook group and their YouTube channel. So if you all would do that, I would appreciate that. And I am doing the show. I actually have a few things to do myself. Congratulations to the winners. Remember, just email me with your YouTube name and your name. And if you will leave, you don't have to email me your address. I have it. But other than that, I do have the gift card with me. I will email you. As soon as you email me, I'll give you your gift card so you can go, get what you want to get. But You died, I led you lost, remember to always lead yourself, to let others, and let others lead you. And always remember, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And on that note, I'm going to let you go, and I will see you in our next live and our next video. Bye, guys. Good night.